Hi, Dave Spalding, Handgun Combatives. What I would like to talk to you today about is what I call movement with purpose. There's no doubt that movement in conflict is important, but said movement should be done to accomplish a particular goal. And sometimes movement is not necessarily the end-all be-all answer to keep from getting shot. Case in point would be the OK Corral, where a number of witnesses said the only reason Wyatt Earp was not shot in that gunfight was because he stood stock still while everybody else around him was moving. Now, don't take that as, my advocating that you stand still in a gunfight. It is situationally dependent. I don't know. But what I can tell you is that a single step side to side like this, which is done in many ranges, many various training schools, is not enough to keep you from being shot in a gunfight. That type of lateral step is merely the training wheels of movement. That's where you start to separate your feet from your hands. But even so, if you're doing that kind of a single side step, it should be done dynamically, back and forth. It shouldn't look like a teeter-totter where you're going back and forth like this. It needs to be push-off, stop, push-off, stop. Also, your movement should be done to accomplish a particular goal. In my train of thought, it should be done until you run out of room, basically, until you're ready to give accurate outbound fire, until you can get yourself to cover and concealment, or to exit the kill zone completely. So with that thought in mind, I've developed what I call 15 to the third. Now, this drill has been on my YouTube channel before, but it was merely me just explaining how it was done. And what I want to do today is demonstrate it. What you're basically going to do, and the reason it's called 15 to the third is because it's 15 feet back from the target. There's a 15-foot spread, and you're going to fire 15 rounds during this drill. So to start out, I will be here with my gun in my holster. I'll fire 5 rounds at the target. I'll immediately move laterally. I want to explode off this spot. I want to move. I want to plant, shoot 5 more rounds, and then I want to move back in the other direction. By moving in different directions, maybe that will be enough to get my adversary to reorient. There's no guarantees in a gunfight, but keep in mind it is merely a drill. You've got 12 seconds to accomplish this. Now, when I originally posted it, it was 11 seconds, but I found that to be too difficult for the vast majority of people, so we added 12 seconds. Keep in mind, when you do a drill for a training class, it should be attainable by anyone of any age who has enough motor performance to actually do it, but also is willing to work at it. It shouldn't be just something that a 25-year-old with 20/20 vision should be able to do. So we've added that second. So let's take a look at 15 to the third. Oh, did I mention to you that your target is a 3x5 card? Yeah, that 3x5 card represents the heart and the aorta, which in most pistol fights, which are very close and very dynamic, that's probably the best shot you can get. We can argue headshots a different day, but I think everyone will agree the heart shot is the way to go. So let's take a look at it. Okay, let's take a look. Bring the clock up here. Time-wise, I'm in pretty good shape. I'm right there at 11:26. If we take a look at some of our splits, 26, 26, 28, 24, 27. So right about a quarter of a second. Let's go up and take a look here. Not a bad run. As you can see, this one touches the line, and in my classes I give that to you. I threw one out, and I know exactly which one that was. On my return trip, when I stopped, planted, and shot, I wasn't completely planted in place, and I was trying to get that round off as fast as I could. In a pistol fight, would that work? Well, yeah, if we transfer up here and look at this 3x5 card, the shot would be over here someplace. So Not advocating that you should try to shoot while you're moving laterally off balance, but you know, sometimes you have to take it. So that's a pretty good run. It would have been nice if it would have been perfect for the video, but sometimes that happens. So 15 to the third, 15 rounds in 12 seconds while moving laterally for 5 yards. Give it a try. I think you're going to like it.